Okay, guys. We're in the other side, back left on the bus. So this should actually be going this way, guys. And I should be pounding the other direction. So now I've got to reverse the work I've done. And try to get this to go the other way. But I'm really hoping. Insanely tightened it too much. There's a bearing on the ground. Wonder where that came from. Make sure that baby's on there. Wore myself out doing the first one. Now I gotta do this one. Okay. Let's try a new idea here. My tools are falling apart. That's too bad. One of the balls that keeps that thing from moving around too much. I guess I'm just going to keep pounding. So you see my 46mm, it slides off the end. The little ball on the other side, I guess, would help me with that. Just kind of keeps it from going off. Alright, so let's try a little bit different method here. Back to some heat. I feel like I gotta do something different. So I crawl over here and grab my heat. Maybe it's just the tight quarters. Can't really get a good angle on it, you know. Turn that up. There's one other method we could use, which is the chiseling method. Basically, you get something right there and you just force that thing around. Put a little chisel in that groove and hammer it. That gives you applied force like very good right at the spot, but it tends to just mess up the nut, so I'm not really ready to try that yet. I don't mind buying a new nut, but I'd rather not mess it up and then I can't get it off, or I break the nut and it's halfway done or something. I don't want to damage these threads because they're on the axle itself, and I really don't want to have to deal with that. Anyway, I'm just heating up the nut. Hopefully it will expand a little bit. I don't want the inner part to expand because it's just going to get tighter. I'm trying to focus on the outside here. And I got the other side off, so I believe this is going to work. With persistence, anything's possible. this on. It's obviously very tight, so we gotta be really careful. Let's get it at that angle. I think that's good. Alright, try a little bit of the chisel idea. Get an idea what I'm talking about, and you can just see. So I'm going to unscrew it. I'm going to put the chisel here or here and try to force it down. Let's see if we have any luck with that method. So I'm trying to unscrew it. This would be like a sort of a chisel here or here. See what I'm talking about, because I don't want to mess up any of these threads. I'm gonna try to do that. See, it's already just messing up that thread on the castle nut. So, not moving, just destroying the metal. So, I am gonna soak, think, pray that it comes off. And sometimes you come back in a few hours and everything's loosened up or something. So still warm, as you can see. Or maybe this stuff will soak through there and get to where it needs to go. It's just dripping. Don't think the chisel method's really going to work. I feel like this place is the best, getting it right in there. This probably is not soaking through at all. Alright, we're going to let that sit for a bit. I'll update you if anything happens. So, ran out of storage and I lost the last piece of my video. I was just about to take this off, but guess what? I got it off. There's the castle nut, shaped like the top of a castle. That's why they call it that. And there are the splines from the swing axle. This is a 65 Volkswagen bus, so has originally a swing axle rear end. And so got it off. Everything looks, you know, it's all there. I don't know what to say. It definitely needs to be redone, and was definitely leaking. The slave cylinder was leaking for sure, because it's kind of a mess down there. It was like really liquidy. So the drum is over here, and I used my wire brush on the drill to do that, to clean it up a little bit. And it is pretty rough. There's some spots that need to be more than what I've done with that wire brush. So I'm gonna see if I can get it turned or find some way to get that off. It's not all that way, but there are sections of it that are like that. So anyway, it's off. This side is still sitting here. I haven't tightened up that castle nut all the way. It's probably not too smart. I should put it up on jacks, I think. That's what I'm gonna do before I let it sit for a bit. Because because I don't think that's great for the axle. It's not tight on there. I mean, the wheel could, this wheel could slide out there really. Anyway, that's an update. Rear right released and done, and rear left released and done now too. So both the backs, and the front one is already taken off and loose. I've got it back together there, but taken off and loose and everything, so that's also good. We're making some progress, guys. Brakes first. Make sure it can stop before we make sure it can go.